Hello, in this tutorial we are going to look all about Google Sheets for beginners. Here is how we start. We are using Chromebook computer. You click here and we have many features displayed and we choose Spreadsheets. We click on it and the interface here is open. Then we can see we have a blank spreadsheet, we have weekly timesheet, invoice, expense report, Gantt chart, and annual financial data. These are different templates. Then we can see here we have the data about the past spreadsheet that we have managed. Okay, what we do is we click on the blank spreadsheet. Here automatically we reach where we have the Google Sheet. It has three important parts here that we're gonna talk about. This is the title bar, is where we add the title. I can, for example, call it class. You can remove this and call it promotion 2026. This is the name of our Google Sheet. You can see here. We can add other sheets here at the Google Sheets by clicking this plus sign. When you do like this, and add another one, and again, and again, and again. We can also remove all of these by clicking this X. You click X and remove it. You click X and it's gone. You click X and it is gone. You click X and it is gone. You click X and it is gone. Okay. We have another important part here, which is the menu bar. This is menu bar, and some of the features we can see: file, edit, view, insert, format, data, tools, Gemini, extension, help. On this help is where we can even do some search. For example, if you don't know where the bold feature is, you can write bold and you can bold something that you have written in the cell. Let me show you how to use this file. We can use this file when we want, for example, to import data. I may have a Google Sheet in my computer that I want to extract data from and put them here. How do I do that? I click on import and I can find the document from different location. It may be on my drive or here, or those shared with me on the recent, or upload. My preference is to upload. I click on browse here and I go to recent and I click this one, student marks, and then I click open. Then I choose to replace spreadsheet. This means all data currently in this spreadsheet will be replaced. So this current spreadsheet I'm using here with as sheet 1, if there were any data, they would be replaced. So I click, but because it is empty space, nothing is going to change except that the data I'm importing, they are going to be here. And I click import. Boom. You can see all data in my Google Drive, which is named Student Marks, is appearing here with the students and their marks. We can use this feature also to make a download. We can download this sheet here as Microsoft Excel or as a PDF or comma separated values depending on which format you want. We can rename, we can do all these things you see here. We can even print. Here there is a feature for printing. Then another thing we can do here is we have other features that you see here. This is the toolbar, and this toolbar we can zoom. For example, I can zoom up to 150 like this and increase the size. We can increase like the size of this, the font size. You can decrease it or increase it like we do on the Microsoft Excel. By using this also, you can bold. When you click here and click bold, now it is bold. As I said, when you don't know where the feature of bold is, you can select this and go to help and search this bold, and it is bold now. Ctrl Z to unbold. We can italicize or not. We can change colors like this, or paint the whole cell like this. As you can see, we can do everything we want. We can merge the cells like we can do here. Can do merge cells. All those features that we do in Microsoft Excel, we can do them also in this Google Sheet. Here are other important features. Can do some. There is this comment part, this one. Here I can do a comment. For example, these are the marks, and I want to comment. For example, here you can see there is a student with 95%. I want to put a comment here, for example, saying he is the top performer, for example. You can come and click here and then add comment. By adding a comment here, I will say, for example, the best performer. When I click comment, then it is now here. you can see here that the comment is attached. I can delete the comment and clear it and put it directly inside this cell. Again, I add comment. I say the best performer, and then click comment. You can see when you come here, you see that I have termed this student is the best performer. You can do edit, you can do anything, add emojis, something like that. So this feature also is very good. We can also use AI, which is integrated inside the Google Sheet. Here is Gemini. You can click on Ask Gemini and ask something in Gemini. For example, I can ask Gemini, can say, hey, what is wrong with this formula? And then I write the formula. Randomly, and then I can click here. This is submit. The AI can help you in the project that you are doing in your Google Sheet, and it will analyze what was my query and come with the solution. So you can see it is still searching, and it is going to give me the final about the what was wrong with my formula and the collections. So we have a feature for sharing where I can share my work. This sheet, as you see, it is sheet 1. The whole Google Sheet will be shared. You click on share and you share. For example, I can choose my name and then share with someone. That is someone I shared. So this is how we use it. We can add other sheets. This is sheet 1, for example. We can add sheet 2. It appears like this. We can add sheet 3. It appears here. You can see. We can add sheet 4 or sheet 5. This is how we add sheets. I can add even a sheet in the middle if I want a sheet to appear next to sheet 2. I click on sheet 2. Then you see it is now selected. I click add here, and the sheet 6 will come next to sheet 2. I can choose to delete it by clicking on it and then delete, and then OK. Same thing here. I can choose to delete this by like this. Another thing is on sheet 1, where we have this data, I can choose to duplicate. Where I duplicate this sheet. Here you come here and click on duplicate. When you duplicate, we will have exactly the copy of what was the sheet 1. And here you can name it. You can call it, for example, AAA, and this, for example, was sheet 1, or you can call it 111. whatever. So here in this, we can perform all types of functions that we do. For example, I can calculate the mode, super simple, equal mode, like we do in Excel, and then select these marks and click enter, and this is the mode. This is mode. We can do the sum, for example, for all these marks, where you can come here and write equal sum and choose this data where we want to sum, and then click enter. This is the total, and we can calculate average, where we write equal average, and then select this, then click enter. This is the average. So we can perform all types of calculations as we want. So we can also add, as you see when we scroll down, the rows. We have a maximum of 1000 rows, but we can choose to add as many thousands as we want, depending on the number of data that we want to hold. We can click add another 1000. Now you see we have maximum of 2000 rows. We can add 3000. We can continue, and again 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 and again, up to as many as we want. Boom, now we are on 30,000. You can see this, because it is online, it supports as much data as possible. So you guys, thank you. This is the overview of the Google Sheet and the basic things we need to know as beginners, so that we can use it in daily life. Soon we're going to have other videos about some advanced calculations and other tasks that are advanced, that are very important in usage of Google Sheet. Thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channels.